The second class of a first unit sensational responses, we are going to see the structure of the brain and spinal cord in the central nervous system. First, the structure of the brain. The brain is protected inside a skull and is covered by a three-layered membrane called meninges, and between the meninges there is a fluid. It is called the cerebrospinal fluid. The function of cerebrospinal fluid, it provides nutrient and oxygen to brain tissue. It regulates pressure inside the brain and it protects brain from injuries. And the structure of the brain, in the structure of brain, the important parts are, the first largest part of the brain is cerebrum, and the second largest part is cerebellum, and next one is medulla oblongata, and thalamus and hypothalamus. The function of the brain is, it's the center of feeling of senses and also the center of qualities like thought, imagination, intelligence and memory. Then cerebellum, it is the second largest part. It coordinates muscular activities and maintains equilibrium of the body. And medulla oblongata, it is a rod shaped part. It controls involuntary actions like heartbeat and breathing. Thalamus, it is a seat of cerebrum. It acts as a relay station of impulses to and fro the cerebrum and also analyzes the impulses. Hypothalamus, it is just seen below the thalamus. It plays a major role in homeostasis. Then we are going to see the structure of spinal cord. The spinal cord, which is a continuation of medulla oblongata, it is seen inside the vertebral column, and the outer part of the spinal cord is white matter and inner part is grey matter. There is a canal in the center of the spinal cord. It is called a central canal. It contains cerebrospinal fluid and it contains two roots, dorsal root and ventral root. Dorsal root, through the dorsal root, the impulses from different parts of the body reaches the spinal cord. Through the ventral root, the impulses from the spinal cord reaches the different parts of the different parts of the body. Next we are going to see the term reflex action. Reflex actions are the accidental and involuntary responses of the body in response to a stimulus. There are two types of reflexes, cerebral reflex and spinal reflex. Cerebral reflex examples: blinking of eyes, sudden fright when hearing a loud noise or seeing a snake, sneezing, etc. In spinal reflex, examples are on touching hot object, hand is withdrawal of the leg when a spine pierces into the feet. Here is the example of a reflex action. The path of reflex action is called a reflex arc. Path is first the stimulus receiving receptor, then the impulses are passed through the sensory neuron, it reaches the interneuron, through the interneuron it reaches the spinal cord, then from the spinal cord the impulses are passed through motor neuron to the affecting muscle. This is the path of the reflex action. This path is called reflex arc. Stimulus receiving receptor, sensory neuron, interneuron, motor neuron and affecting muscle. Next we are going to see the parts of our autonomous nervous system, that it includes sympathetic and parasympathetic system. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system activate with or without the endocrine gland. The contrasting action of both systems helps to maintain normalcy of our physiological activity. For example, if we see a snake, we suddenly frightened, some changes occur in our body. The common changes are, then the pupil of our eye dilates, then the heartbeat increases, the trachea in our lungs expands, and liver glycogen converts to glucose in liver, then in adrenal gland hormone secretion increases, then urinary bladder retain normal state, in salivary glands the production of saliva decreases, the working of the stomach decreases, and in intestine the peristalsis slows down. After some time we regain our normal state, that the parasympathetic system helps to regain our normal state, that is the opposite to the sympathetic nervous system, that is pupil constrict, heartbeats become normal, trachea contracts, glucose converts to glycogen, hormone secretion decreases, and urinary bladder constricts, salivary gland production, saliva increases, and in stomach the working increases, and in intestine peristalsis increases. Next we are going to see the different neural disorders. First one is Alzheimer's. We are also familiar with Alzheimer's disease in Tanmatra film, and it is the cause of the Alzheimer's is the continuous degeneration of neurons due to the accumulation of an insoluble protein. Symptom is complete loss of memory. In Parkinson, the cause is degeneration of specific ganglia in the brain due to the deficiency of a dopamine. Loss of body balance, tremor in muscles, and flow of saliva are the symptoms of Parkinson's. Epilepsy. The cause of epilepsy is the discharge of irregular electrical muscles from brain. Fits due to uncontrolled muscular contraction, frothy discharge from mouth, clenching of teeth, unconsciousness are the symptoms of epilepsy. These are the main points of our first unit. Thank you.